circumstances change around you? Do they change you? Well, I hope not.
Let's start with where you from. Where you from? Where your family's from? Your background.
Okay.
I guess your mom and your mom and your dad.
My
Your mom and
background,
your dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As I
Let's
said,
go.
I'm Singaporean, right? Born and partially raised.
Yeah.
Lived here till I was 10-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's side of the family, she was born in Singapore as well with her 6 siblings.
Okay.
And her parents were born in Sri Lanka. Mom and dad born in Sri Lanka, and they moved here. So my mom's first generation Singaporean, and then me and my sister and I. My dad gets on me for that.
Mm-hmm.
My sister and I, we're both Singaporean as well, born here. And then my dad, he's African American. Grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. Shout out to New Haven. Shout out to the East Side. Went to Hill House High School. Looked that school up. Great school, basketball wise as well, especially in that region. And he moved here, I want to say in his late 20s, maybe early 30s.
Okay.
And then just fell in love with this Asian life and just being out here. He was in Thailand for a bit. My parents actually got married in Thailand. Spent a couple years there, and then they lived here for years before we were even born. My sister and I, she's 3 years older than me. Navin Crump.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I got you. Miss you, love you. But yeah, I mean, we had a great life here for a little while. I mean, we lived here for the 9 years that I was here. It's 12 for my sister.
Okay.
I went to St. Michael's for primary school, and then we moved to the States, and that's when things kind of changed up a little bit. We had a whole new way of living.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, there we go. That's his. Well, wait. Ken, I just want you to tell. What did your mom do? Your mom did something real special out here, and I want you to tell.
Yes.
I want you to tell the people what she did, please and
Okay.
thank you.
So
Just a quick little one for
okay.
for the people.
So yeah, we had this conversation a bit ago, and it was news to him as well. And I don't know why I hadn't spoken to him about it, but so my mom actually acted in this movie called Saint Jack, and it's one of the pioneer movies of its day, for what it spoke about and just its whole plot. So if you have a second, go ahead and watch that. But it was actually banned in Singapore for I think 30 years.
25, 30 years.
25 to 30 years. And it was because of the story and what it portrayed. And Singapore has, as many of us may know, maybe you don't, Singapore is quite conservative in certain aspects. It's not all aspects. It's not, completely that way, but in certain ways, especially in the past, it's been quite conservative. So because of the movie's ideas and the things it talked about and showed, especially being in Singapore and shot in Singapore, it was banned. But it was actually taken off that ban list, I want to say 10 years ago or so, maybe more than that. And my mom was actually brought back to Singapore while we were living in the States because they flew her out, paid for her hotel, everything, because they were putting the movie in the NUS museum. Yeah.
Let's go, mom.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go, mama.
So
Mama Crump.
She did her thing, man. She's a pioneer in her own right for sure. She also modeled out in Paris for a bit.
Yeah, I don't know where the looks went after, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where it went, you know what I'm saying? Mommy beautiful, but I don't know what about this boy right here.
Handsome, mom's beautiful, and it ain't no coinky
Yeah, right.
Get a brother, you know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, she's a gem, man. She speaks 6 languages, just a genius in my mind. I mean, that's no easy feat. Anybody that's tried to learn a language knows how hard learning one language is.
That's a
so
fact.
6, and the 6 are unique. I mean, it's English, Malay, Tamil, Hokkien. She learned all of those in Singapore. And then Thai, she learned while my parents were living in Thailand for a couple years. And then she learned French while she was out there modeling. So, I mean, there's not too many similarities from those languages, but she speaks them effortlessly, and the accents, too. It's not just like a person saying the word. She has the accents to roll with it, too. So she's amazing. And then I'm sure you'll hear more about my dad in the future of this podcast as well.
If you enjoyed this short clip, go check out our full episodes on Spotify, Audius, and YouTube, as well as stay tuned to our Instagram for updates on new clips, giveaways, and our future guests. Keep your eyes glued on the Singaporean View.